Welcome back. Now that you have access to ImageJ, we will learn how to open an image in the software and modify it so that it can be analyzed later. First, let's open an image in the software. To do so, you must drag directly the image to your computer here, or if you have downloaded the software, you can drag it to the bottom of the menu bar. You can also click on File, Open, and go get your file on your computer. The software supports most image formats, such as JPEG or TIFF. These will therefore open automatically in the software. For the purpose of this video, I will use samples image offered on the software to explain how to analyze them. For that, I go to File, Open Sample, and I select a file with different color fluorescent cell. I will also select a picture that is black and white called cell colony. If you have a black and white picture, it is essential to modify the contrast, the brightness, etc. of your picture to really differentiate your object. If you have a picture with colors and you have different information on each color, it is important to keep the three colors or the three channels separated to not mix the information of each color. So the first step is to define the type of your image by selecting image type. For pictures that are black and white, you can choose 8 byte, 16 byte, or 32 byte, which are going to be the quality of your picture. If you have picture that like just here that have different colors and each color has different information and you want to keep these three colors separated, you have to choose RGB stack. If, however, you have a picture with colors that you don't need to be separated, for example, if each color do not have different information, you can choose 8 byte color or RGB color. The type of images is really important for the rest of the analysis. Now that you have the type of your image, you can adjust your image to better analyze it later. Your image may appear bland or dark at this stage, but it will be able to modify it later. This step is actually critical with fluorescent images. Therefore, if you are adjusting a color image, make sure that you have selected RGB stack as I presented to you previously. All options for modifying image are in the menu Image under Adjust. For brightness and contrast, select Brightness Contrast. You will see a new page appearing with an histogram and all intensities of this image. You can then select the color of the image you want to change by moving the slider below the image. Here, when you move the slide, you see that there is 3 positions for the slider. This corresponds of the 3 channels that you have, red, green, and blue. Each time you change the slider, you will see the histogram color change. So here we are in the red, the second is the green, and the third part is the blue. So each time you select a channel, you will modify only the intensity and brightness of this channel. So for example, if I want to modify the red, I choose the red channel, the first one, and I see here that I can modify only the red. Dragging the maximum slider to the left will increase the brightness of the image. Do not increase the brightness to the point of saturation like I just did. Sliding the minimum to the right will increase the contrast of your image. That again, don't increase the contrast so much that dark background elements disappear, like I just did. All your changes are temporary, and you can always go back to reset, which bring you back to your image original. You can also choose to select auto for automatic adjustment of your image. And once you are satisfied with your changes, you can select set to apply your changes and be able to change another color, for example. When all the colors are perfect and you adjusted everything the way you want, you select apply and you have applied your changes to your image. For black and white images, you only have to change one channel, but the principle is the same. Other features can be modified in the image adjust setting by following the same process. You can discover them and go through the menu one by one to modify your image, but I will assure you that already modifying the contrast and the brightness is the most important in the following step. It is always preferable after each changes to save your image on your computer, but I advise you to save this image as a new file and not to overwrite the original file. To do so, go to File and choose Save As. You can then select the format of your image and after you can select where you want to save it. Congratulations! In this task, you have modified the brightness and contrast of your images to be analyzed. In the next task, we will talk about multi-channel images.